Okay, Telly, I got you. I got you. I just wanted to see how much Zoom I had, so I just went in on my other name, the regular thing. But I want to be on the planes stream. I hope the rest can find me. Phew. There is one taxiing middle of the screen by the tippy pole. Okay. Just to the left of the tree. There goes one coming in. They go out south of the airport and they head out as if they're going out in the ocean. And then they make a big turn. And as they do, they're coming down. They come in over the beach, over the hotel, over this area of this golf course here, and then land. And that's what you're seeing. When they take off, they're taking off over bypass 17. They go on a glide path that from my driveway I can see them. Where's the guy that's taxiing? Should come all the way. Okay, Christine, you're here. Um, Let me try to fix this. Okay, Christine, try it. I got it. Okay. Okay, I got you. Okay, boy. Jenny, okay. Hold on, Jenny. Hold on, Jenny. Let me try to. I'm trying to do it on the tablet. Okay, Jenny, I think I got you here on the plane channel. It's the tower. There's something just landed. Looks like a pop, pop. Yes. Yeah, yeah, an helicopter. Polly, I see you. Jenny, you're okay. Hi, Polly. I was trying to get these people into their uniforms. Okay, Jenny, Telly, Christina are okay. Okay, let me go back over here. You're not coming all the way up there. Oh, there he is. There he is. Okay. I got three of them that we're going to take off. I can see on flight radar 3 yellow. I got to get the camera. I got to get that YOLO work and go live. I'll be able to zoom it so much better. Can't zoom any more on the tablet than I am. Okay, Jenny, I've got you, and I've got Telly, and I've got Christine. You're all okay. So that's good. I got you. Just to the right of the pole. There he goes. It's one runway. North, they say it's north-south, but it's east-west. Okay, you got the notification, Paul. Yeah, just look at the name of the channel and be sure you're sub. I have 188, I think, people sub to the channel. There's that plane that took off. You can still see it for a little bit. People coming in to play golf in the rain. It is raining here. It is wet. Um, that is the back of the airport. I did see an excellent spot um, coming on the road to the main highway here. And if I could pull down that road and just stop at the end by the fence. The problem is fences. When you want to zoom, it zooms the fence instead of what's behind the fence, which is the runway. So here I have no obstruction. And if I can get the camera, I just got to get that going this week. After the blood drive at the church that I run, and then I'll work on it. Get past the storm. I don't think we're going to have any problem from it. You saw where they took off. There's our tower. Clouds. I just have to get Pete in here and fix him up. Just got the notification. Barbara just thought I'd pop in before my bed. Yeah, I'm so glad you did. That's the airport. It's not quality, but um, I think. By the tippy pole. There's something there. that thing. Go. Came from over on the left side. There are some airplanes over on the left side by the tower. There he goes. I didn't get him taxiing. I should have. Was odd looking. It came from over on the left. I should have got on it. You can still see that one in the middle, right above the diamond in the cloud there. I'll get the camera. It'll be much better. I can zoom it. It'll be no different than Pete's. I had somebody taxiing over. There it is, to the right of the tree. Maybe it was. He came from a different area, not from the terminal. There's no terminal over on that left side. They actually sometimes taxi up to here to take off. In that area. Okay, Telly, thank you so much. At least I know you can get here and you're all set. There we go. Right there. Right in the middle. Okay, Jenny. That sounds good. There it is in the middle, just to the right of the diamond sign. The camera, I could zoom better. Actually, this airport is not that close to me, so the fact that I can see as much as I can is not terrible. There's something else right in the middle. There's another one over there. No fighting now. Be nice. When I first started flying through here, didn't have all that terminal that's to the right. It was just the one main terminal. And it was called Myrtle Beach Jetport. And at some point it became, Holly, this is Myrtle Beach International Airport on the coast of South Carolina, USA. Myrtle Beach is very near the coast. The town Myrtle Beach. This is where I live. I flew into this airport for years before I moved. And it used to be called Jetport. I asked the guy, I said, international. He said, because there's a flight Canada, Toronto. I said, okay, that sounds good. It's become the international airport. There's nothing that I know of from like England. In other words, Eric or Sean or something couldn't fly directly to me here um, that I know of. It's mostly the local, what Telly was saying, Charlotte, Atlanta. There's an American airline just went to Charlotte earlier today. I could take that. I just want to go to Charlotte for a day, spend a day in the airport, and just spend the day spotting out the windows a little bit, maybe some video, maybe live, and just looking at the planes and then fly back that night. Ooh, there's a man walking here. I don't want to get him on. You're okay. I don't know what he's doing. And here we go. So, when they come in off the the ocean, pretty much where he is where they need to hit it. This is sort of a little bit like Madeira. You sort of have to get down to the business end of it. The runway is fair and long and it's safe, but when I used to fly U.S. Airways, we took the whole thing and turned right here where he's turning onto the runway to get stopped. We come in over Business 17, over my house. It was an amazing feeling to do it. I did it once a month because U.S. Airways had good fares, and I knew the people in the rental car. They were very fair with me. So I was able to do it. I was able to come. And then 3 times a year I drove my car. Southwest and Spirit, a lot of those. American, Sun Country, Allegiant, United, because United has a flight from here to Dallas to get to Breakerburg direct. There he goes. I believe that is United. Hard for me to see it. Fire it up, son. In the middle, in that dark cloud. Judge. It's so funny. Frank said you're being very polite to the judge. But I always say, here come the judge. You know what it is? There are happy memories. I was very unhappy in New York, and I have one story. When I flew to Charlotte, that's how I learned about prop, prop, prop. And then I would fly to LaGuardia. And they always, when you land, when I first took off, I took off over my house. I could see it. So I was, of course, crying in my heart, knowing that I was leaving. I did not want to go home. So I would get my act together when I got into Charlotte. Buckle in, strap up, recharge, get ready, now we're going. Well, I get into LaGuardia, and it was a little difficult. The lady from U.S. Airways would make the announcement. You know, she would say, we'd like to welcome you to New York's LaGuardia. If you're looking for connections or you need help with transportation, there'll be an agent to help you. A line that used to get me said, for those of you who are home, welcome home. That did it. It was my home. But I was miserable. Here comes spirit coming out. Look at that. Oh, I wish I had go to Zoom. And so I remember that I didn't want to leave. I was happy in this airport. I knew the U.S. Air people, the Airways people. Hey, Barbara, I see you when I'd come off the jet. But hey, I see you back. Have a good week. I'd stay for a week and then go back home. So there are a lot of bittersweet memories here. Little car going along. Yeah, spirit's over here. Yep, that was a car. Ambiance. There's your spirit. See if he goes down here in a taxi. Yeah, well, we know where the dreaded hands are. Well, that's a very big plane because although the airport is not that close to me, um, I'm looking for in real time, and that spirit's really big. Oh dear. I dread when anybody says, "So how you doing today?" Don't ask. Don't ask. Don't that's the worst thing you can say. Well, you really want to know how I am today? All right, spirit going. It's a big plane, spirit. That's a big plane. Hook it up. Hook it up. Hook it up. There you go. Whoa. Woohoo. Woo. You see how much bigger it is than the other ones that I had in the camera. just looked very big from real light over here while I was looking at it. Here comes another one now getting ready to go. Oh, that's a nice looking plane. I don't know what it is because I'm not looking at that. Frank, see, you're not going to go on your run. You're going to put your feet up on that recliner. I have the picture. I have the evidence. And the refrigerator reach. Christine showed me. Oh, my word. Going for his run. It's like he's some 20-year-old going to go out and run. Well, this is quite a bit of... Yeah, this is good stuff. I always liked it because we could leave this earth in this way and look down and see. I made a comment one time. I said, "Is that what God sees?" You look down. Yeah, I'm glad you're following it on flight radar. Here we go. There he goes. Up you go. Now they come over my house on the glide path. Not right over my house, but if I sit in my driveway, I think you saw one time, I got a couple of them landing. So he's probably coming up over the trees that are to the right of my house and just about going across where I would be able to see him in my driveway. To the right of the diamond sign. Off you go. Whoa, one after the other. Here we go. You can see a little bit of rain splashing past my screen. 6 likes, thank you. Here you go. Up you go. Woo. Go. I don't live that far from the airport as the crow flies. Above the diamond. He's already passed over the glide path of my house. As the crow flies, I'm not that far, really. Oop, to the clouds. There's something. What's that? Snuck up there. That came from the left side too, where the other one did, I think. Corporate, private. See if anything else is going on here. I was driving to the store, I guess yesterday, and there came a little prop landing. Well, I couldn't nowhere to stop, and I was just going over the road. But there was pop pop. They do have the little ones here. They're over on the left side where that thing came from. Okay, let me read what you said. It's a cargo plane assessment citation. Is he coming over here to take off? Oh, there he goes. He's gonna do it quick. Oh, just right on that runway. Don't worry about coming up by the tree. Just hook it up. If you should see somebody in the chat by the first name Ryan, I don't know what he would use for his name, whether it would be the full name, but if you see a Ryan, that could be the gentleman that has given me my permission to do this at the airport. I have invited him to the channel. Okay, I think that's gone. Got that big cloud in the way there. Let's see what else. Oop, there's something moving. Gee, it's very busy. I didn't think it'd be this busy. I don't know, Jenny, what is. I invited him, and he said he would when he gave me the email permission, which I'm going to print. Um, and I have his name, and anybody can check. You know, they're not going to bother me with it. But he said, and I'll keep watch for your channel, or I'll keep watch. I said, come into the chat. Come, let the people see that you're responsible, the gentleman that you are. So I don't know if on a Saturday or a Sunday, and he's not working really hard. That's what this is right now, Jenny, at 319 to Chicago. It's by the ticket pole. Oh, look at this. American. What you? Smokey Joe's. Settle down, son. That's a good boy. You probably could hear the noise. I hope. Okay. There's this thing right there to the left of the tree. It's moving. Coming in off the ocean here. wasn't raining, I could try to get outside. But yeah, this guy's taxiing just came in, and there's one over here that's taxiing. When they make that turn to taxi and take off, they really are, like their back end. Well, in real time, I see it. They're right, got their back end aimed at me, more or less. So there are a lot of memories. The old terminal, and I saw as I was riding, I looked over there at the jet bridges. There was a southwest and something else as I just quickly glanced. So they are using it, but you can't. There he goes. That's the one that taxied. There he goes. I didn't get him turning on the runway. I'm sorry, but see, there you too. I see where to do it. Here you go. I used to love to come in over the ocean to my right. The Atlantic Ocean would be to my right. We'd go, you could see the airport out the left window, and we'd go over, and we're heading out in the ocean like we're gonna go out in the ocean. And then make that turn. And as you did, of course, it's coming down. So then you straighten out. You could see the people on the beach. There's a hotel right there that they come over. I think people go up on the roof to watch. And then hit the runway right here where you see them taxiing to take off. As you see the landing, they're hit right in that area. The runway is a good length. I forget what it said, I read it, and to be honest, the old memory doesn't remember what I saw. But it's safe. I loved arriving here. I go right out, get right over to they have a separate building for the rental cars. You walk out the door under a canopy into a place where they have all the rental car. And the rental cars are over to the right. You go out the door. I have to pull the phone in. Raining again. And you walk out, and they have all the kiosks for the different companies. Avis, National, Enterprise. There are jet bridges right there where at the old building. They are using it because I was very happy to see that today. As I look to the right, a plane right at that end jet bridge. when I made the video, you can see the spirit. You can see the guy wiping his nose. My Zoom tower. Okay. Well, 9,503. I mean, you can't get a 380 in here. I can't get it stopped fast enough. Um, I don't think you can get a 787 in here. Because what have we had? 320s, 319s. Yesterday we had a 717, which everybody was thrilled with. Raining again. Raindrops on my windshield. Those are zoomed. You said there's something landing. Yeah, well, it looked bigger because I'm on Zoom. Oh, somebody said, do you have what we call in UK a spotter's car park? No, there's nothing here. Um, the spotter quest tells you that you could go in a helicopter, park your car, and walk over to the fence. If they say you can do that. If they say that you can do that, then it would be okay. I don't know that they would say that you could park your car and walk off and leave it there where the helicopters are, which is sort of over this way. I don't know that. Then they talk about Airborne Avenue. I checked it out, and there's an aeronautical building. I suppose if I pulled my car down and said, hey, how you doing, pal? You mind if I park here for a moment and look through the fence? That would probably not be a bad location. The problem is the fence. Anytime you have a fence and you have to try to zoom, you zoom the fence instead of the subject behind. I don't know why I hit the X button. Ambiance. I wish we had a runway visitor park. Now, there's one thing I have. As I come onto Harrelson Boulevard, they've put a thing that looks like a pullout. There's no reason for it to be there. That you can't go through the median to go to the Burger King. So as soon as the barrels are gone, I'm going to pull in. It's right by the runway, where you see them lifting up, rotating. I would be right in that area. The other one is this building. I thought I'd just pull in there and drive to the end of the road and wait for somebody to chase me. And just say to them, I just am a plane spotter and that would be right good. The problem again is the fence. We have a fence here, but I'm looking through it and I'm okay with it. Wow. I think it stopped raining. Oh, you see the drops. You can see them against the tree. I'm just holding my tablet at this point. When I have, oh, that's nice over there, pretty clouds. When I have the camera, it'll be on the tripod. The beauty of the tablet is that I can move it right around to get on the plane as they land. The fence, the problem is I went by the veterans. There's a dead-end road opposite that, right to the back of the airport. I put the camera up, and when I zoomed the plane on the runway, they were coming over here like you saw them over here. It zoomed the fence and blurred the airplane. Well, I could stick my nose of the camera through the hole in the chain link fence, but then I can't do the twisting like this. So I don't know. And I tried to go live with it on my coffee table against my teddy bears, and I hit the go live button and it wouldn't go. And I'm not sure why, but I'm pretty sure the store that I bought it can say, all right, you got that? All right, you did that right. You did that right. You're almost there. Yeah, what am I doing? It's one little thing. Did you push that button there? Oh, okay, push that. Now try. There you go. And it's just something simple. Here, look at this. Look at this. At the end of the runway, he comes to the turn, to the right turn, goes on a little stretch there for a moment, and then makes another right turn on the taxiway. A lot of people leaving because I guess it's raining. This isn't the most busy mini golf, and his parking lot is very, very much okay for me to be here. I'm not taking up any room. So 7 people watching, some of course are in the chat. Uh, so I am Barb. This is Barb's Myrtle Beach Plains at Myrtle Beach International Airport in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, on the coast of the USA, on the east coast of the USA. We used to turn because there was only the old terminal building, which is that building to the, just to the right of the pole. And we used to turn and go right across big tarmac area, and just right up to one of the jet bridges, usually on the far end there. I was always happy. Walked up that jet bridge, through the airport, down the escalator, out the front door. I mean, over to the rental car. Got my paperwork. She had it ready for me. Avis preferred. Right on out. Get me a nice Malibu. Jump in, and then I went to Ryan's to have my buffet lunch. And I had 7 days, and then I had to reverse it and leave. And it was hard for me. Um, it's no secret, I've shared that I was not happy in New York. I lived 20 miles from Pete, didn't know it. If I'd have known it, I might have been happier. He and I care very much for each other in the friendship way, but I wasn't happy. And I could hardly wait to book U.S. Airways. I had a limousine that would take me to LaGuardia. And the reason is that at LaGuardia, the parking, if you, in the parking lot the way it was, where U.S. Airways was at the end, if you got there and there was no parking spot, the plane's still going to go. And the money per day added up to the cost of more than paying for the limousine round trip. So I took the limousine round trip. I would tell him when I landed, I wouldn't go through security until I was sure the driver was there. I'd get a hold of Sonny and say, "Oh, Sonny, I'm here." And he says, "Okay, let me find the driver." He says, "Where are you?" "Okay, you're going up. You're going up now. Out on the sidewalk with a gray coat. You got it? Okay, Barbara, go out front. He's got you." And they'd take me home. Hated it. Sat on the sofa and just felt like hated it. Polly, you take it easy, and I'm glad that you came for a while. You got to see some planes, which was good. Remember, you're always welcome at my channel, Polly. ERB, hey, okay, I see you, ERB, you're here. Hold on a second now, ERB. Just stay where you are for a minute. Okay, ERB, try it. There it is. There it is. There it is. Okay. Now I feel better. I got everybody, I think. Right? Okay, ERB, you okay with that? You all right with that, right? You say, well, it's a little late now. No, well, it's not. There's a button to take it away, too. Yeah, I got everybody, I think, now. I wanted to get. Just so you know, ERB, that's the tower, ATC tower. And I see a question, can I zoom? Not anymore. This is as much zoom as the tablet has. But I get the camera, and I'll be able to see the people sitting in the tower. It's got to get it with the YOLO, yep, the tower, ATC tower. The tablet at least isn't getting the interruptions. Oh, they're running 30 minutes late. I always did pretty good in that airline, US Airways. And in my interview, how did I first fall in love with props? Here is how I did. Flying from, they had American today now, it was a 737. That's a big airplane, a lot of fuel to go to Charlotte at 30-minute ride. So they had the props. I never flew in an ATR. I never flew in an ATR. I always flew Dashi. And we'd go land at that terminal at the end there, the one by the pole. And you had to walk in and walk up the stairs. And there was no jet bridge for that. But a lot of times I came in 320, 321s. But the props, one flight attendant, two pilots, and less fuel to go 30 minutes. It's 5 o'clock here. ERB is one ahead. It's 5 o'clock for me, it's 6 for him. And poor New Zealand. Yes, 5 p.m. in Myrtle Beach. I just told Kevin Wellington Flights Live that I'm live. He texted me. I don't think he realized. He made, I think he subbed. See if Kevin finds his way here. Oh, there he is. He made it. What a good boy you are. I love you. That's my boy. That's my friend Kevin. As they used to say on the airplane when it taxied around right there, welcome to Myrtle Beach. Thank you, thank you. I'm going to show you, Kevin. So they kind of come here and get turned around right in that area, and they run the runway all the way down, all the way down, all the way down, and they take off like between those poles, and that's the tower. Now, I'm not using my camera, and this is the most zoom I have, but it's not being interrupted by ads. So, and I've gotten everybody here, so I got the moderator team set up and everything. I got everybody in. So that's the tower. And to the left is still what they used to call the base. Sometimes at the airport, and if I can catch it, I will, they do practicing the jets. I mean the jet, like an F-15. And they touch go. And it's a horrible noise. But if I know they're doing it and I can get here quick enough, I can go live on it. This is where I used to fly into, Kevin. By the pole it says 17, there's a kind of a gray building. That's the old terminal. That's where I flew in years before I moved. All of this on the right was the new terminal, and a finger that sticks out. You can actually see it on Google Earth or on Flight Radar. If you zoom in, the finger sticking out with the gates all around it. And that's the new terminal where Ara came in. There's only one way. You come in this other terminal over here, you got to walk across. As the lady so kindly told me, I said, is there any other way out besides that? She said, nope. I said, so he can't sneak past me? Nope. Okay. All right. And he didn't. And that is the way you will come with my out. Yeah, I'm really close to this airport as the crow flies. To get to it, I go out of my complex, a short clay pond, and then I get on the Harrelson. I actually go past the airport on my right to 17, that's that big road you see. I make a right and I come down to this mini golf. So, Kevin, I found a new spot. As I was driving, there's a building and there's a road that looks like it's a dead end towards the fence. Now, I don't know if it belongs to the building or it's public, but I thought I might one day pull in there and see if I get chased. And if it says private property, I'll get the hell out quick. But I think I just want to try other locations. And on the right side of the on the left side of the building, I was looking right at Southwest Airlines, big plane at the jet bridge. That where I used to come in, right there in that building on the left there, just to the right of the pole. That's where I used to come in, and I saw that. But there's no road there. But there is next to the building a road, and if it doesn't belong to the building, and it's there in case somebody wanted to build something on the right side, then it would be public. And you have to be careful here. This isn't like New Zealand and England. You can't just stop wherever you want. I couldn't just stop on the road over by the fence there. You can't do that. Cop will be right there to tell you you can't do that. You can't just stop. So I have to be a little careful if I want to get home that night and not end up arrested, which I prefer. We had a couple of them land to my right, Kevin, and touch down, and then you can replay on the stream and see that. And we've had some takeoffs right in that area there. They turned around, had a Spirit. You could see it very clearly, southwest, very clear. And they run right down there and they lift off right about where that orange is, and then right up between the poles. And that's the tower, ATC tower. This highway is known as King's Highway, but it's the business. The other one on the other side of the airport is the bypass 17. They run parallel. And the airport's in between them, obviously. Jenny, what do you see? Anything? I'm just trying, Kevin. It's not. They mention in the write-up thing, in the thing you've sent me, Airborne Avenue, and there's an aviation building, but there's a fence all along there. There's a fence here, but I'm getting over that fence. I'm seeing over that. How about landing, Jenny? Anything headed this way? Like I told you, ever since COVID, you might get a run, but it's not like it was. I could sit in my living room look out my front door and see the lights of them in the glass float. What are they, 5 minutes apart, 3 minutes apart? I don't see that now ever since COVID. And ever since there's been problems, they probably make it difficult to take a little shampoo and a little something with you. They want to know what that is and security. And I just don't feel that there's as much activity. Now the parking lot is full. Sue's, there she is. Yes, that's it. KMY, that's it. You can get the. I've got um, a note in to Mr. Ryan, the head man, about ATC. I have located it and I have listened to it. Not bad. But I need to be sure that they're okay if I have it on my stream. So yes, it says ground, tower ground something, and KMYR, yeah, for the atclive.net. That's great, Suze, that you found it and you're okay, you got here okay. Subbed, likes, 8 likes, wonderful. We've had takeoffs and we've had departures. I am on my tablet, so it is not the best quality. And I admit that. I am no Wellington Flights Live right now. That's for sure. But patience. at least you're seeing the airport. You're seeing the backside of it. You're seeing a good amount of it. You really are. And if I can get my zoom on my camera, we'll do better. United Express from New York. I was telling them that when I used to land that way, I would go, the ocean's to my right. I'm parallel, the ocean is parallel to that road on my right. We would go out over the ocean like we're going wherever, to England, and then make the left turn, dip that wing down. Now we're getting close to the water. Now we'd come in straight on it, over the beach, over the hotel, and then hit the runway right about in here. They're not coming in at us with the headlight. They're coming in over my head from the water. And I'm watching over there to see if I see anything coming. Jenny said, got you up and got you. What is that? Got you. What is that, Kevin? Oh my word. It's turning left right now. Yeah, see, they don't do it on the north because of all the hotels. There are hotels here too. When I show Kevin, he's going to go, oh, he thinks Wellington's big. Hotel buildings. It makes his torture chamber look like a toy. These things that are here. When he sees them, he's going to be mouth open. Barb. Like that when I show him the hotels. But you come in and make that left turn and straighten it out. Get it down. You have to go real close because they got to come right over 17. I can get that here. They got to, and hit. You got to hit right there. This runway is safe as far as length to get it stopped. But it's, here we go. Yep, there it is. Smoke Joe's. It wasn't. I should have got it more over my head. I looked over there. It's raining, so I'm in the car. So I didn't catch that as well as I should have. But in a way, the tablet is better because you can stand up and move that all around to get the picture if it wasn't raining outside. So, but then I don't have the zoom. I would have a better picture of that plane, which you can see over there behind the pole. Like I said, I'm no Wellington Flights Live here. But we're trying. Might be get my things working up. They come out. You should have heard that, the sound of that one coming in over me. Pretty close over me too. That's a long ride down there from the end of the runway. Where is it? See a helicopter? Where is it? I'm looking, I don't see it. I had a helicopter before it went over there by the tower. Over there is, and you read about this? Well, yes, and I got everybody squared away here, Kevin. Um, Said that they would help me. So I got that done. They just got in here. That's good. Look at that little thing right there. Look at that going along there. Watch that thing now. Watch that little thing right there. Right in the middle. Get her up, son. Oh, there it goes. Holy crap, look at that. Oh, jeez. Pop, pop, pop. Yes, props. Oh, we like that. We like prop. Okay. I'm trying, Kevin. This is where they were taking off from. Turning around right here behind the tree and then coming out, sticking their butt right towards this area. Welcome to Myrtle Beach. Should I give my airline spiel that I used to love? Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to be the first to welcome you to Myrtle Beach International Airport. For your safety and the safety of those around you, please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened until the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign, indicating it is safe to move about the cabin. We hope you enjoyed your flight today and hope to see you on a future flight. I always used to say, how am I going to get home? I've already got it booked around 30 to go home. You're going to see me. I can't walk. I'm going to get home. We hope to see you on a future flight. Welcome to Myrtle Beach. The road you're looking at, Kevin, if you are looking for it, is Kings Highway 17. It's the business end of it. This is because all the stores and the restaurant stuff. Bypass is a parallel road on the other side of the airport, over there, past those trees. And it's a bypass. So there's not all the stuff that you have here on the business side of it. And the glide path goes in front of my house. You've seen that. I have videotaped the plane coming in when I was streaming one time. I said, oh, look at this. And we had a little plane spotting. That was it coming in over my house. When they take off, they're taking off that way, over the trees. And then I see them for a while. Nothing moving around. Here it is, Myrtle Beach International Airport in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, on the east coast of the United States. And I am Barb, the channel named after me. Hadra. I'm going to take a chance. It's Hadra. Hello. 10 likes. That's very good. Thank you. Well, I would ask you subscribe if you haven't already. Ambiance. Ask that you subscribe so that you'll know when I'm doing this again. So what do you think, Kevin? Is that not something? There you are. You're with me at the Myrtle Beach International Airport. And I'll show you this when you come. Now, you can't in this guy's yard here. And outside his fence, you can't really set up a big thing. That's not what they had in mind. I said, can I stream with a camera and a tripod? And then this is now owned by a company instead of the older gentleman. I guess he retired with his wife. He had been very nice to me and said, I don't care if you park at the end of my lot, which is where I am, down by the gates. I'm down at the end here. And I went in to reaffirm that it was okay, and the guy said, well, I'm the manager. It's not owned by them anymore. It's owned by a company. I said, okay, do you mind? And I showed him on my phone a stream. Do you mind if I do that? He made a phone call to the general manager, the regional. And I sat in the chair waiting. He stood there with his back to me talking to the guy on the phone. I thought, oh, I hope they're going to let me do this. And then he turned and he said, okay, I have spoken to him and he said it's fine if you want to park down at the end of the lot and do the live YouTube on the airport. So I consider that dual permissions. I have permission to be right where I am, and I have permission by the head guy at the airport to be filming what I'm filming. Can't beat that. I'm working on the ATC. I've asked him if I can have the ATC on here. Would he care? And it's the weekend, so I'll probably have an answer this week. I also asked him if he got any little spot where he could tuck me that he might know of, because he's very nice. And he said he's going to watch for the channel. He said, I'll watch for your stream. I said, I hope you come to the chat. The people need to see you and thank you that I can do this. I could do it anyway. He feels better knowing he knows I'm doing it. That's just the way I am. I really just feel better that way. And that's why I told the moderators, if you see a Ryan, I don't know if he'd use his last name, something else, but if you see a Ryan, that's him. Might come to the chat. Could be listening right now for all I know. And if you are, sir, I don't know how to say thank you. All these people in the chat are having this pleasure because of you, sir, if you are listening. He's really a gentleman. When you find people like that, he's polite and kind to me and just really nice. And he's a head guy. So he's right up on the top. And he said, I have his permission to do what I'm doing right now. 10 likes. So if you did see a Ryan something, that's him. Maybe. I don't know that there isn't another. Yeah, Christine, isn't that horrible? They're driving on the wrong side of the road completely here. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that on the wrong side of the road. Isn't that something? Crash, crash, crash. Yeah, you tell her, ERB. That is the ATC tower. It's not real fancy. It's a round pillar and the glass thing on the top. If you look at my last video on the channel, I have the tower on there with the camera that I made the video. 11. Oh, thank you. Well, ERB, you drive on the same side of the road we do, right? In Brazil? Right? The right side? Literally on the right side of the road. We did that ERB in Brazil. What's really fun, I do get to ride in the car with Kevin sometimes. And they have very funny roads, too, in New Zealand, where you're going to the left and then there's a chute to the right, so you want to zip across there like that and go up that way and around. Very strange. And on top of that, he's doing it on the wrong side of the road. Now, I love riding in the car with Kevin. Uh-oh. Oh, jeez. That's not good. Uh-oh. Yes. Say, and so, but I'll have to tell you, Eric from Mac Aviation did very well. I had to help him a couple of times when we were making a left turn. He had to get over into the left turn lane to make a actual to your left of your arm, a left turn on the street. They did very well. It was going a little fast. I told him you need to slow down a little bit because they go fast over there. Simon drives home and I think he's doing about 90 on the freeway. He said, no, I'm obeying the speed limit, 70 on the motorways and 45 on the other roads. I said, that's it? That's it? That's 70 and 45, nothing in between? So he's a little scary. But I like riding with Kevin. When I have my Zoom, I like to watch some of the people walking around in the back of the terminal and walking around the planes. I have something in the editor right now. I just didn't feel well enough to work on it. That has Spirit backing up. And I'm trying to edit out the boo-boos of it. And Pete showed me and helped me get a storage thing and show what to do. I hope I don't forget what he said, but I can always ask him again what to do. I caught on pretty quick. But I have that in the editor, and it has spirits all. Oh, look at this little. Look at this little thing. Oh, jeez. Watch this now. Watch this thing. Oh, it just snuck in. Look at that thing. What is that? Yeah, prop. Yes. I have no emojis. I have nothing yet. Yet. You get me to 500 on either of these. I had 100 ERB. I had 188 subs because I have not gone live and I had not put any video on. But I have loyal people that I hope got the drop-down box. Look at that little thing. See, that's going to come over here on the left by the tower. See if we can see it. Watch that little thing. Geez, that snuck over right over the top of my car. Where are you little pipsqueak? Uh, That it coming towards us here in the middle? Where do you think you're going, you little pipsqueak? You're as Kevin would say, a little fella. A little fella. Where'd he go? He's not over there yet. That's him right there. I think. Oh my word. Just snuck right in. Yes, pop. Oh, yeah. Well, I told you, Kevin, that I would get here eventually. There it is. Our ATC tower is less than impressive. What's that thing? That thing that just landed? So little I can keep track of it. Whoa, here we go. Look at this. Here we go. That snuck up on me too. Smoky Joe's. If I had the camera, we'd have got a better view of that. They really are, as you can see, pretty like I said, you got to get down to what I call the business end of it. You need to get it over the beach, get it over the hotel, get it over the road, and get it down. Oh, NZ1 found me. Oh, here's a professional. Don't look too hard, Mike. Oh, NZ1, Mike. Wellington was here. I don't know, he might still be watching or lurking, or he's actually getting ready probably to go stream tonight. It's 9 o'clock my time, and that's an okay time. I still have to wash my hair and get that sorted. I read tomorrow at church. Okay, yeah, okay, Kevin. You're so funny. Yeah, don't leave me, Kevin. Here I've got two professional plane spotting channels. You need to know about that, watchers. Wellington Flights Live and NZ1 Aviation. You need to know about those two. You need to look at those names. You need to know about those two plane spotting channels, watchers. So I'm on my tablet, Mike. I can't Zoom anymore. If I used my phone yesterday, I have ads that interrupt. At least I'm not getting interrupted. And we've seen some planes taking off. And we just saw one land. They're coming in off the ocean here to my right. The ocean is parallel to this road. If you can get your bearings. This road is north-south, and the Atlantic coastline, of course, is the same, north-south. This is the Myrtle Beach International Airport. It is now international because of the flights to Canada, is what the guy told me. I flew out of here for 10 years before I moved. I flew out where that gray building is. The rest of it is new. Not that new, it's a couple of years. New terminal. It's the staircase where if you come, Mike, I will meet you in that building there. Okay. It's okay, Jenny. We're good. Um, Something's moving over here. That's something's moving over there to take off. So I hope Kevin and Mike, you'll stay to see that. Get a little bit of an idea how that works. A321, yeah, that's what I flew on all the time. Um, if I didn't fly on the prop, the dashie. What are you sitting there for? He's waiting for something. The taxiway and the tarmac are very big behind the airport. In the new terminal, they built the terminal next to the other one, and then they put a finger sticking out the back. And it has gates around it. And Southwest and Spirit come in there. That one with the gray is the old building, and I used to come in that one. They now don't go out that way. You have to walk across to the new building and down the stairs that I hope to see Mike and his family and Kevin come down. And Sean eventually. If he can figure that one out next year. Wouldn't that be something? Oh my word. Oof. That just gives me goosebumps just to think about it. Oof. Okay. Calm down, Barbara. So, they have to walk across and come down a big staircase. Eventually, if I can park in short-term parking, I will walk into the airport and get a picture of the staircase. Are you talking, Christine? Nice. This would be pick me up, have an ambulance ready. You think I have trouble walking now? Whew. I can't imagine just standing there face to face with the three of them. I just can't even. I can't even wrap my grip around that. That would be like just special. So if you do come in at that other terminal there, you're still gonna have to. Where it used to be an escalator down, I think they've probably done away with it. There was a place you could eat called Dino's. No, and I used to get my eggs before my plane there. There was a Sabaro and another place where you could get some food halfway down. I don't know that's still there in that terminal, that one right there. But you got to come across. I saw the walkway. It's just they connected them. And you come and then you make a left and go down the stairs. And I would be standing in the open area at the bottom of the stairs, God willing. And the creek don't rise, as they say down here. So that would be amazing. Well, it's not exactly around the corner. Sean, it is. Sean can be here in 6 hours. That's nothing. Kevin does a stream for 5. By another hour, and Sean will be here. And you see how fast that goes. So yeah, from the UK, if you can get to Manchester, which I think you can fly Virgin Atlantic to Atlanta, and then they have a partnership with United, which is what Aaron uses to get from Atlanta to me. Or you can find his own way. Sean could be here literally before I go to bed tonight if he left now. So he's close. See how my battery's doing. Uh-oh. So I have battery on my phone. Okay. So you're wondering about the storm and hurricane. I have a blood drive Tuesday and it's still on because Humberto is going to grab a hold of Imelda and pull her out of the ocean. So they said. If we had a little rain, that would not stop the blood drive. So I've notified my donors that we're still good to go for Tuesday because we really need to get the blood. Yeah, Miss Gabriel. Gabriel wasn't happy because I went out to get so I went to get the wine for the church, and I went to the church and filled the bottle. When I got home, I looked at the clock and said, okay, I could go to the airport in the rain. It was raining. I have explained to Kevin, I said, Barbara doesn't go streaming in the rain like the rest of y'all crazy people. But I did. Get in my car with the windshield wiper. I thought, I'm nuts. I'm becoming a real streamer. I'm becoming a real streamer. I'm going out in the rain to stream. So when I left the house, Gabriel wasn't happy because I had just come back from getting the wine and church, and now I went out again. So no, Gabriel wasn't happy with me. I am in touch with Mr. Ryan, same name as Kevin's son, Ryan, spelling the same, about ATC. I have listened to ATC on my phone. I had it up the other night just listening to it. But I want to be sure it's okay to put it on the stream. So he'll probably read that mail Monday, and I will know if I can have ATC from the tower there. And its designation is KMYR. Samantha, hey Samantha Aviation. Hello. Good to see you. Oh, I'm glad you found me. Everybody got a sub. I was trying to get everybody subbed so that they could find me. There's another professional plane spotting. Oh. So Samantha, I'm using my tablet. I have the camera on the YOLO box. I just have to get it coordinated. And the tripods, I have 2 of them actually. And so I'm on my tablet and giving it the best that I can. The quality is not perfect, but at least I'm at the airport. Oh, thank you, Samantha. Oh boy, coming from you and Wellington too, he said. And NZ1's in here too somewhere. I had some takeoffs and landings that you could probably scroll the beginning of the stream. See those. There's a plane sitting there, and somebody said that it is going somewhere, but I don't know why it's sitting there. If they have a problem, I know one thing that I was told. You have a head stewardess and you have the other airline flight attendants. They all have their areas. You must sit down, stow. Uh-oh, I lost my connection for a minute there. Oops. Okay, let me see. Let me get this. Okay, I'm still online.
I steal my husband's razor all the time. He shaves his head fingers with it.
Okay, I got down here for just a second. I do something here. Okay. I got it. Okay. I'm very sorry. I had to put you down for a minute to remove the sound on my phone. Okay, here comes that plane. Now he's found him. So the flight attendant, they told me, they all then report to the head one. I sat in US Airways first class many times because I had the points and the miles. And I could see the head flight attendant right behind the cockpit. That was her seat. And as soon as they all reported that everybody is sitting, you know the proverbial person that's got to get up. I want to get my bags. Ma'am, you need to sit down and fasten your belt. Once they're done, the head flight attendant will pick up her phone and say to the captain, "We're ready, Captain." Then he can move the plane. Until then, he can't. You can taxi too, but he can't. You gotta wait till she gives him that everybody's in there and got their belt fastened and the overheads are closed and everything is under the seat in front of you. And all of that. So that may be why he was sitting there so long, but we have one there. Oh, A321, oh, to Charlotte, see? Now that brings back memories. That does. That brings back the memories. Because I always stayed in Myrtle Beach as long as I could. So since it's an hour from Charlotte to LaGuardia, or yeah, about an hour and a half going home, about an hour and 50 minutes coming down, different glide path. And so I didn't want to leave. Plain and simple, I didn't want to leave. I would finally I'd turn in the rental car by time, but I'd hang out in the airport and eventually head to where I could go and get, where is it? I don't see it. And then head to where I got my plane, and I would get home late in the evening, sometimes in the dark, because I was unhappy. There's that plane taxiing. Two helicopters? Oh, where the hell is it? I don't see it. I don't see it. Where the heck? I don't see it. All right. This is going to turn pretty quick here. This is where they've been turning down there by that palm tree. So at least Kevin will get to see this. Okay, I'm not seeing it even over by the tower or anything. Oh, you know what you're seeing? Watch this guy. That's a big plane. I'm looking at it in real time. Wow. You're seeing the rides, I think, $20 a clip to take you out over the ocean and back. 2 blades on the helicopter. We're not going on that, Kevin. Don't get excited. We're not going. And Mike, we're not, no, we're not going. You see the plane there. Watch the plane, Kevin. We're not going on the helicopter. Oh, jeez. All right, here we go. Fire it up. Hook it up. I know he did. Woohoo! Up you go. Up you go. There he goes. And that was me for years. I moved. And right now, the condo that I still have, the little one, is going over that. And I used to burst into tears because that was where I was living. And I hated. But by the time I got to Charlotte, I had pulled it together. By the time I got to Charlotte, I kind of had my act together, and the crying and stuff, and it's just when I got to LaGuardia, here we go. Here he is. Yeah, down to the right of where that is now, there's a helicopter thing. $20 a clip. And if you give him more, there's one over by Broadway Beach. If you give him a little more money, he'll take you out over the ocean. But $20 will get you a spin over Broadway at the beach where I go for the Skywheel. Yeah, look at your colors, Eddie Z1. That's your colors, the orange and blue. There it is. There it is. all these people are driving on the wrong side of the road. It's been pointed out. Here we go. Ooh, that's a big plane. I'm looking at it in real time. Oof. Okay, here we go. Oh, southwest from Nashville. Well, this American better get out of the way. What do you think? You can have a chopper ride. You can have a chopper ride, I suppose. I'll be waiting for you when you get back. Big plane. Here I go. And this is about the time I would go. And then I always made sure I had enough lag time in Charlotte, cut it close, in case this was delayed, which happened to me sometimes. But I knew that I had my connection to LaGuardia. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna do my hamburgers tonight. On the stream, the stream, the stream, watching planes. All I can think of is that other song. Trains and boats and planes are passing by. They mean a trip to Paris or Rome for someone else, but not for me. The trains and the boats and planes are leaving me behind. Christine, you're welcome here if you can get here. You and Francie. Now that would flip me out. See, now that would. Oh boy. Oh, look at Pop Pop. Yes! Look at that little. Look at him. Look at him. Yes! That's Pop Pop. Yeah, baby. Come on, little baby, little fella. As Kevin would say, little fella. Where are you? You got lost behind the tree? Where are you? Come on, little fella. Oh, what, you went down already? Where are you? Oh, there it is. Jeez. Oh, you got down behind the tree? Well, it's Pop, Pop, Pop. Did you see his little prop there? Yes, Jenny. Yes. Prop, prop. Snuck up behind me. Oh, my word. Yes, prop, prop. Yeah. Let's see where we go. Yes. Let's see where he goes. Come over here where we can get a good look at you, little fella. You little fella. At the end of this runway is a sort of a pull-out thing on the left. We had to pull out into it one time because they didn't like the readings on the engine or something. Uh-oh. Telly. Whoops. Telly, we got a little prop. Where is he? That little fella. Prop. Where is he? He went by in the trees. Yeah, Telly, I do that at dinner time. I have some stuff I have to take. And in the morning, I have a lot and my medicine. I always feel pretty good after it. Um, Ooh, there's the smoke. I just missed that. But it didn't come, I didn't see it come over me. I missed that. I'm sorry. There was the smoke right there. You can see it. Ooh, it touched down. Okay. I need to do better. I need to pay attention. Trains and boats and planes are passing by. They mean a trip to Paris or Rome for someone else, but not for me. Trains and the boats and planes. Oh. Hold on, I gotta adjust my position. Car here, okay. Power. Does anybody have any idea what else we got? So that I can try not to mess up here? Invoice. You and your invoice. You're not gonna send it in. So for anybody that doesn't know, I am Barb. This channel is named after me. This is my plane spotting channel. And we are at the Myrtle Beach International Airport in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina on the east coast of the USA. He went behind those trees. That's a super prop, is what that is. Okay, and nothing that looks like nothing on the flight radar, no little gold plane with a tappet that's going somewhere. What's amazing is the parking lot. They have long-term parking and short-term. And I go in the short-term and then over towards the rental car, there's handicapper. And then I can walk very quickly right into that terminal and be right there at the stairs. so that Mike and Kevin aren't loose in the airport. And when you come down the stairs to the right are the roundabouts. Roundabout to get the bag, the big bag. I can fit everybody in the car here. I have a third row. But we can probably figure it out if you don't have a bag that's huge. I don't. I don't want you coming down those stairs and walking out the front door and walking around. Oh, look, pop, pop. Watch him. Wait. Oh, where are you? Oh, there he is, you little fella. Look at that. Look at that little fella. Oh, pop, pop. Telly. Got a little proper stuff stuck right over from the top of my car. Oh my word. I have to just show you something if I can get it. Something pretty. Clouds and sun. So nothing is, what did you say? I have to read back what she said. Can't see anything coming in for a while. Okay, tell it. Okay. And nothing going out? No little yellow planes? What I'll do is, in about 10 minutes, I'll have 2.5 hours. So then I'll stop, and I will going to try to get the camera on the tripod. That I'm allowed to do. I can have my tripod right here, and would be able to do that. And just you can't set up a table and have a sound and all this stuff. That I don't think the guy would be happy with that. The company guy. I can be here to do what I'm doing. Look at that. Look at that thing. 12 lux, so I'm very thankful. This guy says he's open 9 to 10 at night. I guess he's got lights so you can play mini golf at night. Look at that. Oh, what is he doing? He's taking off? No, he's playing around with it, just like they do a Madeira with the little fella. Goes like heck down the runway. Look at me, big jets. Look at me. I'm a little fella. Oh, look at him taking off. See, that's what he did. Look at him. Look at him taking off. Look at you. He's so cute. Pop, pop. Yes. Here he goes. Yes. Pop, pop. See him blinking. There he goes. He's just to the right of that orange sign. Blinking. He's just going behind the sign now. I should hard to see. If I see little better. That is the end of that. No, I wish. That's no. As the crow flies, if I could do it that way, but I can't. I have to go out of my complex on Clay Pond, and then Harrelson, and the airport is on my right. I have to get to this road you see here, make a right, and come down to the mini golf. Now I can show you without zooming how far away this really is. That's how far that airport is, and all of you are used to that. Well, Kevin, no, his is pretty close. But there's, you see, you look Manchester, and you can hardly see the tower until he zooms. That's what I'm dealing with. There's the tower. You can barely see it between those two poles. So that's the airport back there, and this is as close. So then I give it the best I can to bring it up. Well, nothing coming, nothing going. Tower. I should have something from Ryan about the tower ATC. I have to talk to Pete with Streamlabs to get source so that I can load it in and then be able to click it. I don't use the laptop, and I really can't hear, so I'm going to have to figure it out. But I could have the ATC going on my phone right now here and holding it where you can hear it. And that would give you that ambience of the ATC and the airport. I hope this. I hope it gives you a little bit of an idea of this airport that really is close to me. Yeah, well, we're going to stop, Christine. Goody, RB, I'm glad. Oh, that is the Myrtle Beach International Airport. The back of it, the front looks like any other airport. It has the windows and the revolving doors. And I probably can get a video of that. The ATC tower. Oh, Kevin, thank you. I'm so glad you had a chance. And I know you're headed very soon, 6th to 7th and 8th, 8 to 9 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock my time for your stream. And I will try to be there. I need to do my hair and head bath and everything for tomorrow. get organized, but I should be able to get there. They both are crooked. That one's crooked. And the tippy pole back there. That one's okay. And that one's okay. So with that, from this Myrtle Beach International Airport, hopefully you had some enjoyment and saw something. We're going to get better. I just need the equipment. Uh-oh, 1 minute. Where is it? Okay, 1 minute. I don't think they've reversed ops. I'm looking over. I'll be looking to see if I can see it. Where is it now, ERB? Is it close? If they come in the other way, they come in between those signs. Where is it, ERB? Breaker Bird. All right. Breaker, hold on. Oh, she stopped running here. Breaker Bird, hold on a minute. Breaker Bird. Breaker Bird, I want to hit the button, okay? Breaker Bird. Can I hit the button here? Breaker Bird. Breaker Bird. All right, it's coming in now. Where? It's coming? All right. You say, I'll trust you. I believe you. Breaker. Breaker, I want to hit the button after. Okay, please. Breaker. I'm just going to do it. Oop. Breaker Bird. And in the okay, there I did it. Now, and watch for the phone. Is it coming in over the ocean, ERB? Oh, here it comes. Ooh, smoky. Ooh, smoky. Yes. Excellent. I couldn't, I was going to try to get it through the front windshield. And that wasn't a good way to do it. All right, so then I do say thank you to everybody that's been here. 13 likes, that's probably Breaker. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are all set. Everybody got their clothes on. Good. Um, just thanks everybody for being here on the stream for Barb's NB Planes. I couldn't think what to name the channel. I had many ideas, but then I came up with just this simple thing. It's Barb's Myrtle Beach Plain. And that guy's taxiing around right there. So thank everybody for being here. Yeah, he is. I got what I want. I, I, I got what I want today. I got everything that I need that I want ready. This way nobody has to strain, and you can take time off if you need to, and I still have somebody that can help me. So I'm really happy about that. So with that in mind, with that guy taxiing to the terminal that just came in, I want to thank everybody for being here on my stream. I'm going to go home now and get my dinner. It's possible I'll be back tomorrow after church. It's possible. See what kind of action we have. But meanwhile, thank you to everybody. I love you all so much. I wish you happy the rest of the day today. Maybe I will see you all tomorrow, only if you can. You know, life happens, busy and things. Francie, yes, you too, baby. Yes, you too. You in your recliner with your feet up, no shoes, and oh, look at this. Look at this. Oh, my word. You should have been able to hear him. Smokey? Let's see, Smokey? Smokey Joe's? Boom, yep, Smokey. We got it. Excellent. Now I see the problem, Kevin. You can't hit the button. And Mike, well, I guess I'm gonna go now. Well, I guess I'm gonna go now. Well, I guess I'm gonna go now. Oh my word. Okay, quick while I can. Thank you all. I love you all. Thank you so much. A banana in 1 minute? Oh my word. Okay. That's a pretty plane to get up close. They are pretty much coming right over me, so I have to try to pay attention to them. Go now while I can. He just told me I got a banana in 1 minute. Oh my God. Oh, that would be pretty to see. One more plane now. Okay. I'll go quick while I can, but I need to get home too. Thank you again, everybody. Much love to you all, and thank you for your devotion and caring. I love you all. You have no idea how much. From the Myrtle Beach International Airport, I'm Barbs, MB Planes. Thank you, and have a wonderful rest of your Saturday, and I'll see you tomorrow, perhaps. Okay. Take care, everybody. I love you. Bye-bye.